So I think if I'm generally remembering right, last time 48 verse tak pahunche, at least I had referenced it. Sahajam karma tu kaunteya sadosham api na tyajet sarvaramba hi doshena. It's like where there is smoke, there is fire, as we say in English, right? And it's like even though all work is stained with some sort, all work is faulty. There is no perfect work. There is some residue. Like when you burn something, there is some residue still left, whether or not it's visible. Even when we burn camphor, as they say, it's sublime. Oh, it leaves nothing behind. It does leave something behind when we carefully look. And even if it's not in the solid form, there is left behind. So the point here is that all work, even the so-called the most sattvic work also, there is some imperfection in it. Dosh is imperfection. So therefore, what doesn't make sense, what's not right, he says, therefore I'm not going to do anything. Someone might say, oh well, then why do anything? I'm not going to do it. This is all. It's also faulty. There is faults in this also. It's going to bind me. It says that whatever is naturally endowed, sahaj karma. Sahaj is spontaneously in front of you. Wherever you are, at the time and place and the situation and the people that you're with, what is right, what feels right, what seems right, that is not. Or as a mother, what you do, there is no filth or there is no fallacy or fault associated with that in executing your duties in the moment as the mother of that child or the father or the husband, or like whatever our naturally endowed role, whatever is your natural role in the system, we are a part of the system. No? It's a cosmic system, it's a single system, it's not a fragmented system. Tukde tukde jod ke quilt nahi banaya. The system is not a quilt, not a patchwork. When you have a piece that looks like this and a piece looks like that, and this is this shape and this is that big and this small, or somehow it's been put together. It's one continuous cloth, big cloth. And we're threads in it. Some are horizontal, others are vertical. Some may have this pattern, some may have that. You know? But we together, we're all in it. It's part of the same single system. Just like in the ocean is not like the different bunch of waves sewn together. All waves are in the ocean. It is a single, continuous, unbroken body of water. In it, sometimes some waves rise, they fall, sometimes there are waves, sometimes there are not, big, small. It's a single body of water. The waves that we only see on the surface of it, but there is so much more underneath the skin of the ocean, which are the waves, right? So just like we are not individuated, it's an indivisible system. It is not possible to have fragments or break the system, the cosmic system into. It can create the impression of many. It can create as if there are many, the illusion of many, which we call Maya, but there isn't. Just like in the dream, there is and through all the 100 characters in my dream, there is one single Jitubai. There's not like a little piece of me is in that character and a little piece of me in that character, and the whole of me is the sum total and the aggregate of all of those. When add up, 98 okay, where there's a part of Jitubai is left out, because I don't know where the other two characters left. At 235 they vanished somewhere. Now he's going to be a little less than when he was. No. It's like, first of all, it's not even real. And all of them were in me. They all came from me and they all dissolve in me. And they're all a one single me. Just like that. Or in the ocean, it's this one single same system. So, and at any given time we have a specific role, and that we've asked for. Not asked for as in like saying, God, give me this role, but our past deeds have informed. Our past deed inform our desires. It signals to the system that this particular sensor or Jivatma looks like wants to experience this. Therefore, let's find a place and have them experience that. It's not like you're saying, can you give me this? I want this. I don't want that. It's not a physical expression through mouth or words. It's the intentionality. It's the propensity. It's the direction in which this Jivatma tends to constantly. I want to eat. I want to eat. I want to eat. I want to eat non-veg. No, I want like maybe even fresher still. बार बार होके हो सकता है. The message sent to the system is that we should make him a tiger. Or this should be like fully experienced be the king, go wherever, whenever, whatever. Just no prep needed, just rip it in half, cut it as much as you want. So stuff like that. So no man has said to मेरे को शेर बनाना, tiger बनाना, system के लिए क्या कहा? What's come again? Say it 10 times. We are creating our future through the deeds that we're performing and like forming through our desires and through our intentions. The message that we're sending to the system that we are. Here's the thing. The message that we're indirectly, subconsciously sending for our future design that, I tried this, I sort of like, but in it, I particularly like this. I really like to fly. I love to fly. Oh, how wonderful it would be. Maybe some lifetime you become a bird or a fish. I like to swim. I want to see the depths of it. I am making up these examples. This is my own concoction. But this is how it has helped me to understand. And so I'm sharing this. This is not in the Gita, but you can make it your own and you can take it further. That it isn't like a physical demanding or asking, or somebody's listening, कि वो आखिरी समय में उसने क्या कहा था. Your आखिरी moment is generally speaking, is building up to the climax. And then you're going to remember what you most thought about. Now, all your lifetime, your mind has constantly gone towards. And therefore, word to the wise, it behooves that we start watching now and making sure that, we take it in the direction that we want it, not be dragged unbeknownst, indirectly hijacked, is the word used in the Gita, actually, in the 15th chapter, that you're not even aware, you're sleeping and your plane is being hijacked. You said you wanted to go to Norway. Do you know it's actually about to land in Jordan? And there's 6 terrorists in there, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsar, and you have the power, but you've been sleeping all along. Now is the time to wake up and say, "No, that's not where we're going. Just shut up and sit down. We're going where I want it to go. Otherwise, we're gonna end up in some place that we did not, because the message sent indirectly was that constantly. So we've got to take control and be direct about it. And so one of the ways to be direct about it is take the time to understand what is my natural role, what feels natural to me, what feels right to me. It's not very hard. You don't have to have like a big time guru explaining to you. And what you do need is an open mind and quietude, and go deep within. Go in the depth. God promises in the 10th chapter, Jnana Deepena Bhasvata. I planted it there, it's there. If you go near it, you will understand your natural dharma. And so make an effort towards that. Jitana samay, however long we indulge in experiencing the outside, if we spend a fraction, eka anshena, a fraction of it. Ek is one, ansha is fraction, eka anshena. A fraction of it to go inside and investigate and properly inform and redirect on a timely basis, on a regular basis, through the practice of it. The word he uses in this Gita is abhyas, and vairagya is like detach for a moment, detach from the outside, pause, hit the pause button on that remote, and then go in within for a portion of it. And you'll start seeing what is right, what is normal, what is natural. So that which is normal, natural, feels right, about 80%, think of that as your sahaj karma. And he's saying, Sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham apinatyajit. I say 80% because there is a possibility that in your role as a mother, you're misinformed and you think, no, this is right, I have to do this. Uske bhale ke liye karna hai. So there could be your mental concoction that no, I have to, some insistence. Wherever there will be insistence, ugly, next verse he's going to say that. As long as there's no insistence, that you're not like stuck on it. Hona hi chahiye. Like, you have to do this. This must happen, no matter what. As I said, I'm the mother. I know best. Yeah, mostly mothers do know best, but not always. I'll admit. So, insistence-free, with an open mind, not being stuck anywhere, not emphasizing, not being stubborn. When inside something feels right, normal, natural, normal in the sense of both kasht karne padenge. You have to lift mountains, you have to do so much. You'd have to contact so many people, like somehow make it happen, jugaad, right? Jugaad is not, cannot be, and you like, because that's when we're like really holding it together. That's a quilt work. Somehow we put, okay, come, great, it worked. That wasn't natural. If that's what it took, it wasn't sahaj karma. It was a karma that we brought about. We pulled and we dragged as a team in our family, and now look where my son is. All that wasn't sahaj. That's going to have an effect. And the team that participated will have their fair share of the effect of it, and the one who actually like carried the bulk of it will also bear the bulk of it as well. So because it was faulty, it was imperfect. So sahajam karma tu kaunteya, kunti putra Arjun kaunteya, tu is but, and sahajam karma tu is like but Arjun, that which is normal, natural, like is there is sadosham, even though imperfect. Natyaja, do not give up. Don't shun that. Don't quit. Don't run away from that, because you're carrying the load of the system. Just like Jagannath ka Rath, in Ratha Yatra, 1 million people pull that. Everybody is pulling a little bit, even though like one man, like even if the person leaves it, nothing, the Jagannath will still move. But the fact is that every person is pulling a little bit. This is for real, that they're still pulling. And so they're doing their part in the system. That's the bhavana of yajna. Everybody doing their part in the yajna to carry out the work of the system, because we are a part of the system. If, like the place that I'm sitting on, the carpet or the foundation or this piece of wood is the part of the continuous floor. If that piece got stuck and said, today I don't want to, I don't feel like it, I'm going, so then I'm just going to go down and sink in the hole, and it will create different dramas and different problems and different issues. But as long as it understands itself to be part of the system, is aligned with the system, and it's carrying out its natural role where it is put. If it is a solid, its natural dharma is to stay put. It's that simple. Anything that's solid, if I drop it, its natural dharma is to stay where you are. If it is a liquid, its natural dharma is to find the lowest point and keep gravitating towards that. Water, for example, it may start in a mountain, reaches the ocean, because its naturally endowed dharma is to don't give up, keep trying, find the lowest point, be the humblest, and reach that point where you cannot no longer be lower than that. Sea level is considered zero, right? All heights, altitudes are measured from sea level. Therefore, every river strives to go to that. If it is wind, its natural dharma is never be still. Keep moving. It's why? Because it is you need it. Your movement is needed, not because you're dumb or you're a moron. Because it's absolutely critical for the freshness of the system that wind be moving and freshen things up. It is absolutely critical for solids to stay in place, because you're the foundation. People are trusting you, relying on you. The big science is based on this trust, the faith that you will not move. You will stay where you're at. Then we'll build the houses and the temples on you. If you started shaking, then it'll be trouble. So and like the water and the wind and then the agni and so on. So the space dharma, your natural dharma is to constantly expand and accommodate. Make sure no matter how many come, you create space for them. And the way to do that is you keep expanding. So you'll never find space to be out of space. You'll never find there's no space. There's no space in our closet because we bounded it by the boundaries and stuffed it with stuff that we don't need. But space is never. So this natural dharma of the space is unlimited. Never put any limits on it. So like that, our natural dharma actually ultimately is find ourselves, like the Satchidananda Swarup that our real is. But in going there are some natural duties as part of the system that I must perform, that I've been brought here for. So don't deny those. In other words, no need to run away. No need to run away from this samsara and say, I want to do something else. Now, I want to do something else. If that feels normal, right, natural to you at a particular stage in life, after having fulfilled and delivered the obligation, then perhaps that is your dharma. Like wind, for wind, the instruction is not to only flow from north to south, aisa nahi kaha hai. like blow, but yeah, depending on, sometimes you blow from south to north, east to west, west to south, depending on the circumstance. So yeah, I just talked about this, but this will come to life for you when you think about it, when you make it your own. So सहजम कर्म तु कौन्तेय, ये पिछली बार हो गया था, sorry, we still haven't started this time. We'd gone over this, but it had been some time, so I went through this. Let me pause here to see if this makes sense, and then we'll go to the next one.